Namaste, I'm Yugan Goyal, and welcome to the final segment of this module. You see, so far we have looked at how farming connects or nature connects people with land, animals, tools, seasons. But there's one more piece we haven't covered yet, and it's everywhere. It's in what people say, in how they work, and the way they remember. This segment is about knowledge that's not written down, the knowledge that is sung, spoken, repeated, and passed on in songs, in sayings, in habits, and in everyday life. So let's start something. Let's start with something that we've all heard, a song. Geet. In many villages, you'll find farmers who sing the seasons. There are songs for sowing, for harvest, for feeding the bullocks, for storing the grain. They don't sing because they're artists, they sing because the work is long and the song helps pass the time. And sometimes the song teaches. And this is a beautiful Gyan Parampara that we see across Bharat. Take, for instance, Kajri songs in Bihar or Eastern UP. They're sung during monsoon. They talk about longing, about waiting, about the land, the clouds, the crops. In Assam, Bihu songs mark the new year, and with it, also mark the rhythm of rice and rain. In Maharashtra, the Ovi, the work songs, they tell of grinding grains, drawing water, passing along tips, tricks, and old truths in the process. And then there's the sayings, things like Asad ke badal, kabhi hani, kabhi labh. You see the Asad clouds sometimes gain, sometimes loss. Or sometimes they say, pehle bail, phir hal. First the bull, and then the plow. People use them because they stick and because they carry years of watching the sky and walking the land. Now let's talk about rituals, for instance. Not the big festivals, but the ones that are built into our daily work. You see, in many farming households, for instance, the first grain of the new harvest is not eaten, is kept aside, offered to the land or shared with animals. Some walk around their fields before sowing, whispering small words, touching the soil with their hands. Some place their sickle in the sun before using it for the first time in the season. Are these rules? No, they're habits and they carry a message. The tools, the land, the crop, all of them deserve care. Before the first rain, it's common in many parts of Karnataka, even Tamil Nadu, for people to clean their storage pits, fix cracks, patch the roof. All part of getting ready. No one calls it a ceremony. It happens year after year, not because someone tells them, but because the body remembers when the mind forgets. And here's something fascinating. How people tell time with calendars. In many parts of India, now here's something fascinating. How people tell time without calendars. Many parts of India, moon is not just a dot in the sky or a planet. It's a guide. Farmers in Gujarat, Andhra, even Bengal, they watch it to decide when to sow, when to water. The stars also, like Kritika or Ashwini, right? These clusters, they are signals. Bird songs, animal behavior, direction of direction of the wind, all of it becomes part of how people predict rain. In Tamil Nadu, there's something called Garbhottam. It's like observing the clouds and humidity nearly 200 days before the monsoon to guess how strong it'll be. And they don't need Doppler radars or any scientific instruments. They have memory. They observe and they have patience. Children growing up in farming homes learn these things without being told they're learning. They listen to their grandparents. They watch the way elders touch the soil, sniff the air, look at the sky. That's the calendar they trust. In most homes, if you want to know when to plant a certain grain, how to store onions, or how to dry chilies without losing color, you just ask the oldest or the eldest women in the house. They know which seed work, how long to sow them, how to swap them, how to protect them from pest. And more importantly, they know what foods they work in the season and for what kind of body. Women hold a huge share of agricultural knowledge, but it's rarely called by that name. In Bharat, all that knowledge can be seen around in the field. It can be seen in recipes, in the way how they wash greens, in the way they lay grain to dry, in the way they speak to a neighbor about weather or insects. Children also learn by being present. A lullaby isn't just to put a baby to sleep. It can mention names of grains, flowers, animals. A game played with seeds can teach sorting, patience, and familiarity with the texture of the crop. This isn't formal training. It's life happening in front of you if you're watching. Now let's come to the most quiet but important part, the everyday. Well, look at your everyday thali, plate of food. There's reason why certain foods appear in certain seasons. Bajra in winter, sattu in summer, methi in early spring. This is nature's calendar, sitting right there on your plate. Storage too is very smart. Clay pots, grain bins, neem leaves, tucked between layers of pulses. All of these keep food fresh without machines. That's engineering, which doesn't come with a label. Even how people walk in the fields matter. Some leave space near bunds to let frogs and snakes live. They keep pests in check. Others, they plant marigolds near vegetables so that the flower attracts insects, which is away from the crops. None of this is shouted from rooftops. It's passed from hand to hand, word to word, season to season. And this is the beauty. The point is not about different kinds of practices taking place in different parts of India, is that every part of India has one or the other such practice that reflects this Jivan Darshana. What is this, after all about? It's about kind of knowledge that doesn't need charts or graph. It lives in conversations. It lives in movements, in songs. It lives in people across Bharat. When we talk about nature and agriculture, we're talking about a way of living, a Jivan Darshan. It looks different from the outside, but deep within is the same thing. This segment is a mirror to that world, a world where teaching and learning happens through time, food, weather, tools, sounds, words. And if we are willing to listen, really listen, we will hear it too. Namaste.